What is up, dudes and dudettes, and all the beautiful brawlers of the interwebs? BloodieKnux here, the Gothic gamer of LV1 Gaming, here live from PAX West at the Plaion booth, ready to check out a game that I have absolutely been waiting for, which is GunGrave GORE. And I'm here with Mr. GunGrave himself, apparently.
Hi, I'm David. I'm brand manager on GunGrave GORE, and today we're going to showcase you first hands-on GunGrave action.
All right, for those who don't know anything about GunGrave, give them a little bit of information about the game.
Yeah, sure. So GunGrave is a third-person action game. Think of games like Devil May Cry, Bayonetta, so over-the-top action. We have the original Mangaka working on the game as well, Yasuhiro Naito, who you might know from Trigun, for example.
Yes.
So yeah, it's really over-the-top action. It's the first level of the game, 20 minutes, first boss fight. And if you're ready, we can pretty much start.
All right, guys. Well, you heard it. Classic game, has the original Mangaka helping out on the game, and we got the whole first level here to check out. So let's hop right on in.
Alrighty.
All right.
So we start off the game with a little cutscene just to get you into the mood, because the game is called GunGrave GORE. So I mean, we gotta fulfill that name with a little gory action at the beginning. So if you press A, you will actually start the cinematic cutscene.
All right. And now, is this the same cutscene that we saw in the trailer when they first teased the game?
Yes, we did showcase some of this in a trailer earlier this year and also last year as well.
Yes, and when I saw that trailer, just watching that intro was so badass. Just watching Grave, I believe is the main character's name, just coming flying in his coffin.
Exactly, that's what we're pretty much seeing right now. So that is actually his coffin. You might not immediately recognize it, but it is a coffin. A flying coffin, of course.
A flying coffin, of course. It just comes out right out the gate.
Little head snapping.
And just a panic wait for it.
Yeah.
And everyone's dead.
So Grave is actually an undead who was resurrected to pretty much go on a lovely journey of vengeance to, avenge himself and the ones who actually killed him.
Yes, yes. Of course, we got there's always, every great story has a revenge story at some point.
Yeah, of course.
Right? Of course. I was like, so having someone who's always undead and resurrected, it's just like, hey, we're going to use you to do what we need. He's just like, okay, well, can I kill the person who killed me? Sure. All right, then I'll kill anyone you want.
Yeah, pretty much. So now we're ready to kick their asses, and you're good to go.
Oh yeah, and as soon as and I told everyone I'm a massive fan. So RT is a shoot, automatic, got it.
Exactly. So you keep tapping RT to shoot.
Okay, and then we got body count here. So
it's the beat counter. Think of it like a combo mechanic that pretty much increases the more you hit people. We have navigation and waypoints.
And I see we got a unique little kind of compass over here with the skull.
Exactly. So people who've played the previous games on the PlayStation 2 might be very familiar with this. So we kept, like the original UI from the PlayStation 2 games, because the fan base just loved it.
All right, here. So let's see. All right, X is our dodge. So kind of similar to what we're used to here. Yep, right there. It's telling me about it. Definitely can obviously feel the classic inspirations here, and definitely for fans of these types of games, definitely feeling familiar. Yeah. So of course you have your jump mechanic here, you have your dodge, and then of course a quick melee attack here is a giant cannon.
That's actually his coffin, what I told you earlier.
Yeah.
And it has a lot of different uses. So throughout this level, you will also unlock more abilities. And in the end game as well, you will have a lot of different abilities to unlock and use during your gameplay.
Too many. Do you know who you're talking to, sir? Ma'am. There we go. And we have a shield meter here, get protected from enemy damages. So it seems that we have a shield, and then it looks like maybe actual health here.
Exactly. The blue bar is your shield, the red bars are your health, and the shield actually replenishes over time if you don't get hit.
Got it, got it.
And of course, as in every game, if your health replenishes, you're dead.
Got it. Swing the death hauler into a circle to deflect enemies. All right, so we have a classic deflect meter here.
Exactly, and that's what we're pretty much teaching the player right now. You have to stand still, wait for the rocket to get close. That's
Got it.
A little bit, timing a little bit off. Now
There
you
we
got
go.
it.
All right, just getting used to the feeling a little bit
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
All right, there we go. All right, getting used to how it all feels, but definitely has that classic feel that everyone will be very used to here. Oh yeah, and for those who don't realize, is like I'm a very, very big fan of Devil May Cry and a lot of those over-the-top action games. Bayonetta is absolutely one of my favorite games. So this has absolutely been at one of the tops. I remember playing the original GunGrave on the PS2, but I don't remember it since it's been, well, at least over 10 to 15 years.
It's been a while. But we actually also have Tetsuya Shibata, who's the original composer of Devil May Cry, also working on the soundtrack for GunGrave.
That is amazing. I was like, so having a lot of that original team come back, or even just some of the team coming back here to be able to put in on the game definitely shows a lot of love here for the. And here we have the confirmation that it is indeed his coffin.
It is. So in the final game, we will also have even more combo mechanics with the coffin. So for this demo purpose, we have just a simple three-hit combo. But in the main game, you can actually unlock even more combo and different abilities as well.
All right, cool. Here, Raging Immortal Punisher here. So now we have an execution.
Exactly.
Because what over-the-top game wouldn't have an execution style?
Exactly. Oh. And as you can see, you're also earning art points. Those are being used to actually score how well you perform. So the more art points you have at the end of the stage, the more rewards you get. And you will also be ranked then as well.
All right, demolition gauge here.
So now we're coming into your abilities. So we have another gauge here. As soon as it fills up, you will actually get demolition points. Those points are used to actually activate your abilities. And different kind of abilities use a different amount of those points.
Okay.
But for this demo, we gave you a preset of 4 abilities, but in the main game, there's of course way more. And of course, they are all crazy over the top.
All right, that's awesome. That's okay, they can come from all sides if they want. Oh, of course.
That move never gets old.
Oh, summoning a giant missile never gets old in any game here.
And especially like kicking it towards people, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Ooh, ripping the head off.
One more guy with a rocket launcher up there.
Come here.
There you go.
There we go. Easy peasy. Oh yeah, this looks so visceral, and the art just, the animation, everything is so smooth, and just looking at Grave here with how you actually were able to get the nice reflecting off of the lighting on his outfit is just awesome here.
I mean, they paid a lot of attention to the detail, and how the game was on the PlayStation 2 and then also on the anime. And, having the original Mangaka working with us as well on this game, of course, helps.
Oh yeah, definitely. And it definitely shows so much here how much attention to detail really went into the game here to really make it just right.
So yeah, if you actually hold the shooting button, the RT.
Can you guys back up, please, for us?
You will actually have a charged shot. Exactly.
There
and if you release it, there you go.
Absolute destruction. I love it. And watching dudes just get tossed is always fun. Don't touch me, please. That is rude, and I don't appreciate it. Ow. Do you have a chainsaw, sir? I'm gonna need you to stop all of that.
They do.
That's what I think of your chainsaw. Hey, no tossing bombs at me.
And you know, throughout the game we will actually also have way more cutscenes, you know, about the story, about what's going on. We can't go really into too much spoiler territory here, but people who are familiar with the story, who played the old games, it will be quite easy for them, you know, to pick up, to understand everything, because it's a continuation of the story. And for everyone who has never played a GunGrave game before, we will actually have a recap of what happened in the old games in our new GunGrave GORE game.
There we go. Y'all can hold on to that. And you can hold on to this. And just like that, we'll move on next. And now for a lot of fans who play a lot of those over-the-top kind of games here, so what are we looking at difficulty-wise? Are there going to be multiple difficulties? Are people going to make it harder and definitely go for that challenge? What do we have here?
So what our kind of mantra was for the game was that it is easy to pick up and, you know, hard to master. So what we actually have in the game is different difficulty settings. And as I said earlier, like after you clear a stage, you will get a ranking, and according to the difficulty setting that you choose, that ranking also, you know, varies. And you will also unlock more stuff playing on a higher difficulty.
All right. I was like, I am best known for definitely playing hard difficulties here. So I'm going to absolutely be playing this game on the hardest difficulty, going absolutely insane with it here. So I'm absolutely really excited for that, because I think that having difficulties always adds a lot of fun mechanics here to a lot of things.
Yeah, especially because if you're also like, you know, if they are having a purpose, because like with our difficulty settings, like you will actually unlock other rewards than just playing on normal. But of course you can also just, you know, enjoy the game on a lower difficulty setting as well.
Don't touch. Come here. You hold that back. Come here. You can go up there. Don't run away. Who do you think you are, sir? Get out of here.
So if you actually hold the grab button, you will actually chase towards an enemy as well. Okay. And then you can also actually do a finishing move if they are stunned.
So hold here against a stunned enemy, and this is what allow you to go straight to them.
Exactly.
To do it. Okay.
So that's why we're introducing it. So if you hold it now, you will immediately chase into them.
That is nice. Oh yeah, I like that.
And just rip the head off.
Of course, there's no other way to do it than to rip their head off.
Exactly. I mean, we have gore in the name. We got to live up to it, right?
Exactly. If there's no gore, then what's the point? Okay, here, so now we're introducing the Storm Barrage.
Exactly. As I told you earlier, the beat counter, think of it as like a combo mechanic. As high as your beat gets, you can actually unlock different moves. So what we have here in this build now is the Storm Barrage. So as soon as your beat is over 50, you will actually, you know, you're able to pull off this crazy looking move.
Oh, this is really cool. Just fire all over the place.
This really helps if you're, you know, in later stages where there's way more enemies and you're surrounded by those enemies. It's an easy move to pull off and get out of a tricky situation where you're surrounded.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like that.
Oh yeah.
And it just looks awesome. Like it's just over the top.
And the particle effects with everything, it makes it just look even better.
Exactly.
Oh,
so yeah. Turn around and then go up the
stairs.
All
right. There's definitely so much going on in this game, and it's just awesome. While standing still, just tap RT.
Exactly. If you tap it, you go into burst mode, which is another cool-looking, over-the-top action move. like that.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, and if you use the right analog stick, you can actually aim while doing it. And then, you know, you can also then interconnect each ability as well.
Like that here. Oh, so there's even a execution with some pulling them towards you instead of just going. That's awesome.
And we have way more different moves also in the final game that you can, you know, just mix and match what your playstyle is, what you prefer.
Oh yeah. No, sir.
Nice deflect there.
Yeah. For a lot of the people who know me know these kinds of games are right up my alley. These are the stuff that I love. So a lot of this feels just familiar, but still so stylish and cool all its own. You know, it's not does its own thing, doesn't try to reinvent the wheel in the worst way, right?
Yeah.
But it definitely refines and works on a lot of the stuff that this game is known for.
I mean, that's what we were going for, you know, like really over the top action, like really cool looking action, and you cannot pull off these moves by, you know, simply pressing a button instead of, you know, having convoluted inputs to actually pull off those moves.
Exactly, and sometimes that's all you need, right? It's just
yeah, definitely
to make things just super dope looking.
I mean, and what we also want is, you know, after a long work day, we want people to just jump in, you know, mindless fun, turn off their brain and just go crazy.
And sometimes that's all you need is just to be able to just kind of shut down and be like, you know what, I just want some stupid action right now.
Exactly.
I was like, because nothing is better than just walking down as a one-man army, just gunning dudes down into nothing.
Exactly, that's what we need.
And I think that's what it gives that power fantasy right here.
Yeah.
So it gives a lot of the people exactly what they want.
I mean, they're pretty much a one-man army here.
Yeah, and there's nothing more fun than just being able to just say, oh yeah, I'm just gonna walk down in a straight line and just watch dudes run at me and just get absolutely shredded.
Exactly. So we're slowly approaching the boss now.
Okay, so we're slowly approaching the boss here. And now I notice here as we're working this, I noticed that here on the side we have some little bit of lit up lights right next to the skull. Are we gonna get to see what that's about?
So those are the demolition points. So these are actually used in order to use your abilities.
For the abilities.
And each ability uses a different amount of those points. Okay. And you actually get those by filling up the demolition bar.
Okay, so that's where that's located.
Exactly.
Okay. Because I thought that the bar itself was actually what the demolition points were used for.
No, those the bar is like actually filling up those points.
Okay. So that way you're able to use multiple of those demolition arts at any time, as long as you're still filling it up. So that way you're not limited to just using the bar.
No, not at all. Like you're actually saving. You can pile them up. Like you just have. Like you're full of demolition points right now, so you could just, you know, use a couple of abilities now to defeat the boss.
All right. And now let's take it right here onto this big old mech, because what classic anime wouldn't have a big mech, or manga, my bad.
So yeah, so if you hold LT right now, for example, and then press X, for example, you pull off those, and that's why you consume one of the demolition shots as well.
I see it here.
So the boss also has weak points, so if you hold LB, you can actually lock onto his legs as a weak point and destroy those.
All right, here, I see we got some weak points here. Let's see,
exactly,
got that.
There you go.
Classic, got it there. So let's see what this does.
Let's go for the rocket launcher. As I said, it's pretty much a Swiss Army tool as a coffin.
Oh, I love a railgun. There's one thing that anyone knows. I was like, I love giant big guns, and if I could turn into a giant railgun, I'm always happy.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the matter? You can't keep up with me, buddy? Eat this missile.
There you go. Almost got him.
Oh yeah. Classic.
And that's it. That's our PAX West GunGrave GORE demo.
Oh, hell yeah. I love this in every aspect. This is literally everything I want, and I can't wait here.
So the game is coming out on November 22nd. all major platforms except Nintendo Switch, so PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and PC.
Okay, and I know that we got the first taste of the first level here.
Yes.
How many levels in the game are we expecting?
I can't go into too much detail about how many levels we will have, but the game will roughly be 15 to 20 hours long.
Okay, 15 to 20, that's not bad. It's something that's very comparable to a lot of other hack and slash and over-the-top kind of action games here. And now we have a release date, and of course, we already know what platforms it's going to be on. So thank you so much for taking the time to let us hang out
Thank
and
you
get
for
hands
playing.
on. Oh man, I loved playing it. I love it. I can't wait to get my hands on it. And I hope y'all can't wait to get y'all's hands on it. So thank you so much for letting us come hang out.
You're more than welcome.
And I hope y'all enjoyed this little preview here from PAX West. So if y'all want to see the rest of the content that we have coming, make sure y'all stay tuned here on the channel. And make sure you go check out everything that we have here on the LV1 team. But until next time, guys, I'll see you then. Peace out, and see you later, guys.